21 missions in less than 24 hours. That's how thousands of American expatriates and Europeans right now have been evacuated from Ukraine and Russia in recent days.
It's all due to the work of one private security firm headed by a former Green Beret, and he joins us live from Washington, D.C., retired U.S. Army Colonel and CEO of Global Guardian, Dale Buckner. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about who you've been working to evacuate. How are things going?
Yes, we're now over 7,000 evacuees in the last 21 plus days. We have started doing medical evacuations at this point, and also supplies for our clients that are staying in the Ukraine. So this has been wildly successful for our client base to date.
You worked with clients in the region before this invasion started. So how did you prepare them for possible war?
Yes, sir. So we're operating in 134 countries around the world. I like to say we were there before the conflict, we're there now, and we'll be there after the conflict. That being said, specific to the Ukraine, we started alerting our client base 31 days prior with a very detailed overview and brief of what was in the realm of possible. Of course, no one knew exactly what was going to happen, but we had given probabilities and predictions. And the key message was from day 31 to about 2 weeks prior, we just kept elevating the warning and the need for speed. Speed is cover in the first few days of any kind of crisis like this. It's incredibly important. So that ramp up, if you will, and the warning and to cue them to start thinking this is in the realm of possible, we want you to start planning for it is really the key.
So, Mr. Buckner, we do have a live image right now from Poland showing some of those evacuations, some of those people crossing the border. Can you talk about how your evacuation strategy evolved once the invasion began?
Yeah, I think in the first 3 days, we were obviously very focused on our corporate clients. And I think this is now a humanitarian crisis, period. That being said, we started talking to our clients and basically saying, we don't think this is going to be short term. Your employees are not coming back in 2 or 3 weeks. This is months to years, potentially infrastructure change forever. Maybe they never come back. So at that point, after about 72 hours, we really pivoted to evacuating families and pets and extended family to service our clients.
I think it's one of the main questions so many of us have here in America is ways to help. Is there a way to help someone whose life is completely turned upside down? As you mentioned, this isn't going to be a conflict that has any sort of resolution anytime soon. This is going to be permanent life, at least for some time. So are there ways that we can help?
There are. I mean, you can do Google searches, of course, and find organizations that are supporting. In addition, I would always go to the U.S. State Department and look at what they're recommending and what trustworthy programs are there. They're vetted, they're tied back to the government, so you know that you're investing somehow, some way, whether that's giving an apartment, whether that's financial, whether that's medical, food, supplies, all of those things. They're tapped into those organizations and can give you a vetted provider for those services.
Can you talk a little bit about what specific aid you expect to come to the people in Ukraine and Russia, like right now? What do you expect?
So we're involved in this, of course. We're organizing apartments, hotels, connecting them into job fairs, so on and so forth, as we have teams in Poland and Romania and Hungary and so on and so forth. So when you think about that, we're plugging into these organizations, but the macro view is this. The European Union and the US are running towards this. We have a lot of infrastructure being built. There are a lot of programs based on housing and food and support and frankly, economics of employment moving forward. I do think that the European Union has handled this very well. They're moving very fast. They're providing a lot of opportunity and support. I think that will continue. There's one dark side conversation point here. This is a vulnerable population. People will try and take advantage. There could be human trafficking, there could be drugs, there could be the movement of people into illicit jobs, so on and so forth. So that part of it, we have to be very careful. It's very common when you see large swaths of populations have to move. And when you start to support a refugee camp or a refugee population, that's where you really have to be watching out for those organizations and people that might try and take advantage of that population.
Well, it's such important work, and we thank you for joining us this morning. If you'd like more information from Global Guardian, you can visit their website, globalguardian.com. Again, we want to give our thanks right there to retired U.S. Army Colonel and CEO of Global Guardian, Dale Buckner.